screen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Harlem Eubank, just a few days out from the big fight at York Hall on Friday. How you doing, Harlem?
Very well, thanks, mate.
Good to hear, good to hear. Saw you in the ring just half an hour ago or so, looking sharp, feeling ready for Friday?
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I've been grinding since the start of the year, straight off my last fight, and ready to put in a statement performance on Friday.
Speaking to Calla just a few minutes ago, and he said obviously the last fight was a big test for you and you were really tested and pushed in that fight. Is it important now just to go in there and really show you've got the gears?
Yeah, I think this is another test. It's another guy, a Mexican kid. He's upset many prospects, great record, fought at a good level, and it's another test. And I'm getting these opponents that aren't just here to show, so I can put on a display in front of everyone. They're here to test me and push me, push me to the limit and bring out the best in me. And that's what I'm experiencing. That's the type of opponents I'm getting that are developing me and developing my skill set in the ring. So I'm expecting him to bring out the best in me on Friday night and put in an explosive, dominant performance.
What have you seen from him? Because some of these fighters, they're not easy to find stuff on, and when you're trying to prepare for someone, it's obviously important that you prepare the best you can. What have you seen from him? What do you expect from him?
I've seen little bits, but like I say, I expect a game, well-equipped fighter who's shown that he's experienced and shown that he comes to win, comes to upset these prospects, and that's what I'm expecting. But the thing is, I'm at a stage where I'm equipped to deal with that threat in front of me, and it's all about preparing myself to the best of my ability and focusing on my performance and what I do in the ring. And I believe that can beat anyone in the division.
You say about beating anybody in the division. It's a division that's absolutely stacked over here in the UK. We're speaking to Calla about the likes of Dalton Smith and Adam Azim. They're both right on the way up and feel they're destined for big things, just like yourself. Do you feel like they're fights that maybe not so long, maybe a year, maybe 18 months time, you'll be in the ring with them and you'll be able to, they're going to be huge fights?
Definitely. I think there's massive fights in the division, a lot of talented dudes, and that makes it very exciting. I want those fights. I want to be in them events. That's what gets people excited about boxing. It's what the sport's about. So, I think, Dalton's a little bit more experienced out of the two. I think, he's doing very well, and he's a great fighter, and I want to fight the best. So I think that's a great fight for the end of the year.
Is it important to have those sort of things to aim for when you look across different promotional stables? You've got fighters that are at a similar sort of stage in their career to you, and you've got that to look forward to, and that as a focusing point, especially for fights like this. You think if you win this, that's one step closer.
To be honest, I mainly focus on exactly what's in front of me. Can't overlook any of these fights. These guys are coming to win. As you see, Christian is experienced. He's been there and done it, and there is a very real threat in front of me that I have to overcome, and I'm fully focused on that and putting on a dominant display and focusing on other things down the line. It's there, I know it's there. But in terms of my immediate focus, it's what's in front of me, and that's Friday night.
I'd like to ask you a couple of questions about Chris, your cousin, quickly, if you don't mind. The possible fight with Conor Benn, whether that goes ahead, whether that doesn't go ahead, the Sun reporting that it may be for the June the 3rd in Abu Dhabi. Is that a fight that you're in favour of, or would you advise otherwise?
I think it's a fight that people are excited about either way. I think it's vital that we clean up the sport of boxing. It needs to be a clean sport, and hopefully this situation has exposed holes and gaps that will clean the sport up, because it needs to be in a better position. For athletes to go in on a fair playing field and be safe in the dangerous sport that we're in. So I hope that this situation has cleaned up the sport, in terms of amending those gaps and loopholes. But I think people are excited about it. It's only made the fight a bigger fight. There's more animosity between the two of them. But if the fight goes ahead, I think it has to happen at 160. I stand by what Senior said. The safety, of both fighters to drain someone below their weight limit, which, as we know, your weight limit is the lowest weight you can make, is dangerous. And Senior voiced that, and some people mocked it, but he's been there and done it. He's seen it firsthand, and I stand by. I love my uncle, and I stand by the comments that he made around the time. And I think them comments that he was making has only kind of everything he said came to light. So yeah, I think if the fight goes ahead, it has to happen at 160. If it doesn't, there's plenty of other competitive fights for Conor there at 147, that is down at his natural weight. And I hope that this whole situation has put a spotlight on drugs in the sport and how to keep the sport clean.
Well, just finally, give us your prediction for Friday night. What's going to happen in the ring at your call?
I'm going to put in an explosive performance against a very well-equipped opponent, and put on a display, show the public what I can do, and a few different aspects of my game. I'm ready to put in a statement.
Good man, that's what we like to hear. Cheers for your time, Harlem.
Nice one.